Welcome all for the happy learning in data structures and algorithm. Today we are continuing with our third module. Under third module we are discussing about the second half of our third module, which is about stack. We know we classify data structures into two categories, linear data structure and the other one is non-linear data structure. We know what is linear data structure. It is an sequential arrangement of data. We are going to arrange the data in a sequential order to convert that into an application. Okay, and non-linear data structure, we are going to arrange the data in a random manner. Okay, we'll see what is stack. Stack is one among the linear data structure. We have seen few linear data structure, which is array, list, stack, and queue are few of the linear data structures, and we have already discussed the concept of array and linked list, and in this session we'll be discussing about the stack. A stack is nothing but an ADT, that is an abstract data type, which is a linear data structure, and here we follow an ordering of arrangement in a specific sequence, and it follows LIFO concept, that is last in first out. So when you insert an element in a stack, that inserted element will be removed at last element will be inserted first. This is what the fashion it follows. Stack follows LIFO fashion to insert an element or delete an element, and we have two basic fundamental operations in stack, that is push and pop. Push is nothing but to insert an element into a stack, and pop is nothing but to delete an element into the stack. Okay, here is an example for a stack. Here the data are arranged in the sequential manner. So you have a top of stack. So here 10 is first inserted element, followed by 45, followed by 12, followed by 16, then 35 and 50. So whenever you want to insert an element, you can do that only at the top of the stack. Okay, when I want to insert, so at the beginning I would have inserted 10. So there will be only one. I have to create a memory for it, and I will be inserting 10 first. Then that is my top of stack. Then I have to increment that top of stack to insert 45. Again, after inserting 45, I have to increment my top of stack to insert 12. Again, I will be incrementing 16, 50, then I will be inserting 35 and 50. So I can do any operation, either insertion or deletion, only at the top of the stack. So when I want to delete an element, I start deleting the element at the top of the stack. So what is the element at the top of the stack now? 50. So 50 will be deleted first. That is why it is called as LIFO, last in first out. Actually 50 was inserted lastly, but the 50 will be removed at first. This is what the concept of stack, last in first out. We can do all the operations only at the top of stack. Either insertion or deletion will be performed only at the top of the stacks. If I want to insert an element, I will be inserting the element at the top of the stack, and if I want to delete an element, I have to delete the element at the top of the stack. That is why it is termed as LIFO. Last element what you are going to insert will be removed first. The examples of stacks are here: the stack of books, stack of dishes, and stack of discs. This is what a real-time example we would have experienced this. So when I want to remove a book, what is the first book which has been arranged? Green color book was the first book. Then I have arranged above that green book I had blue book, then an yellow book and a brown book and red book. So when I want to remove the book first, last inserted book was red book, so I'll be removing the red book first, followed by the brown book, followed by yellow, blue and green. This is what the concept of stack is. Next, stack of dishes. Okay, here we have arranged the plates one above the other. This is what the arrangement of stack is. Similar to the arrangement of you can see the arrangement of this, which is one above the other. These are all the examples of stacks we have, and the working principle of stack is that already we have seen. Either it is an insertion or deletion, we will be doing at only the top of the stack. Okay, That is insertion operation we call it as push, and deletion operation we call it as pop. Okay, so either it is a push operation or the pop operation, it can be performed only at the top of the stack. See, here we have a piles of plate. What happens when I want to remove the plate? I can remove only at the top of the arrangement of the plate. So I'll be removing that, or when I want to insert, I'll be inserting at the above. I can include one more plate only at the above plate at the top. Okay, so working principle of stack is last in first out. That is, the element which is inserted last will be removed first. Okay, so in case of insertion, the first element what I insert will be at the bottom of the stack. When I insert the second element, above the first element we will have a second element, then above the second element we have a third element, and finally the last element will be at the top of the stack. So what is the working principle of stack? Either it is an insertion or a deletion, whatever operation it may be, it can be done only at the top of the stack. Okay, that is what the working principle of stack. That is why it is termed as LIFO. Fashion, what it follows is LIFO, last in first out. See other example, the arrangement of lemon here. The first dropped lemon will be at the bottom and the last dropped lemon will be at the top. So even the envelope what we are seeing, the arrangement is of LIFO. The first envelope will be at the last and the last added envelope will be at the top. And we'll see there are two conditions in the stack. We call that as an exception condition. It is a frequently asked interview questions even. What are the exception conditions you have in stack? Okay, there are two exception conditions stack. One is overflow, the other one is underflow. You'll see what is overflow. When we try to insert an element, when the stack is full, we say that as stack overflow. Okay, when we implement a stack, okay, implementation of a stack will be explained in the next session. While we implement a stack, we will be creating a size of the array size of the stack. So when I declare the size of a stack as 5 and when I try to insert a sixth element, I cannot insert it since the stack is full. This condition we call it as overflow condition. So what is overflow? Overflow condition is related to the insertion, that is push operation. So whenever I try to insert an element, when the stack is full, I say that condition as overflow. Okay, what is underflow condition? When I try to delete an element, when the stack is empty, I say that condition as underflow. Underflow is related to the pop operation. What is pop operation? Deleting an element, we say that operation as an pop operation. And when I try to delete an element which is not present in the stack, there is no element in the stack, stack is empty. When the stack is empty and I try to delete an element from the empty stack, the operation cannot be performed. So that will be your underflow conditions. Hence there are two exception conditions in stack. One is overflow, the other one is underflow. Overflow happens when you perform push operation. That is, when you insert an element in a list, we experience the overflow condition when we try to insert an element when the stack is full. And during pop operation, that is during the deletion operation, when we try to delete an element when the stack is empty, we experience the underflow condition. We'll discuss the pros and cons of a stack. Advantage of stack is it is easy to implement and memory is saved here since we are not involving any pointer concept here. And the drawbacks what we have is it is not dynamic. Okay, since we are declaring the size of the stack, it is static. Okay, it does not grow. Okay, you cannot, whenever there is a need, we will not be able to grow or shrink the size of the stack as per our needs. This is the drawback we have with the stack. This is all about the introduction about the stack. Thank you all.